haven't done the intro.
Three, two, one. Travis.
This is the sound of
Zeitgeist.
is the sound of
The Zeitgeist.
you in the presence of
The Zeitgeist.
Zeitgeist zealots.
This is for the streets. Let's give them some
Zeitgeist.
Zeitgeist.
in the Trump-a-mania. Be turning your speakers up.
Zeitgeist.
Who the hell is Travis?
Oh, what a literal last second plot twist.
Did Matt sneak into the bathroom with Cracker Barrel?
I'm Travis.
I don't understand.
Pleasure to meet you.
Hi, Travis. Where's Zeitgeist Zealots?
I watched episode 7.
Oh, did you now?
I'm so lost. I did.
You know, it's rated pretty poorly at 6.6. I watched the whole season, so don't worry. Travis, welcome aboard. Welcome to the episode.
I don't mind spoilers. You can give all the
Good,
spoilers.
so
I don't mind.
we're doing spoilers. We're going into stuff, and we're gonna be kind of mean. This was a waste of.
We're gonna
my time.
ruin it.
Yeah, we're gonna ruin it like Neil Druckmann ruined it. Part 2. So I think in the last episode we talked about all the other episodes of how bad it was killing Joel off. What was nice, kind of doing a quick recap of episode 6, we get the flashback episode where we see her and Joel. It's a flashback. They're like lovey-dovey, father-daughter relationship. Like, it's real real chemistry. It's what would have been awesome to have seen the entire second season. What do you think, Forrest?
Well, from what I understand, left on a cliffhanger.
Can't hold on much longer.
From what I read online, didn't actually watch it. And yeah, I think they're just going to try to milk this cow, as HBO tends to do for other projects like Game of Thrones. They tried to milk that.
Oh yeah, you can milk anything with nipples. I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me?
Once they run out of source material. So yeah, it seems like a similar situation. And it's just going
really
downhill,
cut
as
that
usual.
last season short. Now, last season was pretty short. The opposite of milking. We wish they milked it out. Maybe they split the season in 2, but they could have really.
They milked it once they ran out of books to adapt. So yeah, I mean, it's like HBO, just typical. They just ruin everything they touch.
So going into spoilers,
They milked it till it curdled.
Ellie, made everyone sour. Ellie was on the brink of death. I think she actually got shot, maybe, because it cuts to black, and we get a day 1 of Seattle, but from Abby's point of view.
Mm-hmm.
So for those who were playing the video game, knew this was coming the whole time. They were praying it wasn't, but they knew it was coming.
Do not come. Do not come.
For the TV show,
I'm gonna come.
people, they're like, what has happened? Probably very confused. But basically what happens
I'm confused.
What happens in the video game is that very early on, Joel gets killed, and you play the rest of the game as Ellie. Except about halfway through, you stop and you restart the game, and you play the whole game over again, but through Abby's point of view.
No! It's like the twist from Halo 2.
Trying to make it sympathetic.
You're playing the Arbiter. You're
right.
trying to play Arbiter, but it's much, 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 much worse.
Here's the problem. Yeah, the Arbiter didn't kill the Master Chief at the very beginning of the game.
Yeah. So,
it's stupid.
But,
it's bad. It's dumb. And then Neil Druckmann doubled down on it and said, "Suck it, fans, is what we're doing." And no one liked it.
I lied. I actually started the 6th episode, so I got to the part where I think Ellie starts eating her birthday cake. But that episode was actually directed by Neil Druckmann, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think that was his directorial debut for a TV show or anything.
Perhaps. Let me check. It's also the top-rated episode of the season. Yeah.
Oh,
so Neil
Druckmann,
he's
it was, I guess, the one thing he directed that people don't hate, besides the first game. So, He was
Who's the director of Uncharted Eye of Indira, which was a TV miniseries in 2009?
The what? Was that a video game or is it a TV show?
TV miniseries.
Okay, I never heard of it.
Yeah.
This was an Uncharted show?
Uncharted Eye of Indira, Indra. Yeah, it's an animated Uncharted show.
Oh, it's a
Uncharted
motion
Drake's
comic.
Fortune. Yeah.
Okay, that's not really the same thing.
Not quite.
Never heard of it.
He directed it though in 2009. So
Well, he directed the Last of Us games too, but I'm like, this was like his first TV
gig.
Yeah. I'm saying, okay.
Yeah, I agree.
So how do you direct an animated television series?
I feel like that's even harder because, like, with the director, you can like, hey, actor, go do your thing and show me what you got.
Show me what you got.
We'll take a couple different takes. Already, not show me funny, not show me happy, not show me sad. When you're the director of an animation piece, I feel like you have to know exactly what you want. It has to look exactly like this, and you have to be able to either draw it or tell the artist how to draw it correctly before you get really annoying. So I think it'd probably be
that would be really
frustrating.
They put them at nowadays. They just put them in motion capture suits, and they're literally just directing them that way. So they're like they have like the golf balls on their costumes, and that's kind of like how they're being directed. It's like sort of like a film, but they're just covered in there's some white suits and golf balls on against a green screen. So yeah. But yeah,
wow, that's great.
Yeah, I mean, I did. I liked the episode before the Joel episode, the before Joel came back, because it showed like with the Seraphites eviscerating that one dude.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of like, oh, okay, that was in the game. So
speaking of Seraphites and terrible writing, in the last episode, Ellie gets caught by the Seraphites, and she gets hung up like she's about to get, killed. And then they get a warning that something's happening, and so they just all scatter. And it's like, dude, you're already hanging her, and like the guy holding like the news.
It would have taken 2 seconds.
They leave her with the gun.
Let me see what you have.
Black guy's got a gun.
No! Oh my God.
They leave her with the gun.
Yeah, and
you're like, okay,
the gun's on the ground. Yeah, and it's like, dude, what? Just take the 1 second. You were gonna take the 1 second and just do it. You're right there. You've got the sickle. Just do it. Do it. Like, if you don't want to stand there and like let her hang, like then, what are we doing here? All right. I mean, just bad writing. Don't write her in that situation if you can't write her out of that situation.
It's good advice. Prove that you're a bad writer.
And it's like,
that situation was so unnecessary. Because then she got back in the boat. And like went and shot those people, like the pregnant lady and the other guy.
I will tell you, I really enjoyed her getting hit by that wave. I know it's just because I don't like her as a character. Look, she's a fine actress or whatever. I just think she was poorly cast for this role.
Yeah, she kind of looks like clean, like a very clean, innocent.
I mean, what, like maybe fourth generation of incest queen? I'm just kidding. So she gets hit by the boat. She gets captured. She gets back on a boat. She goes to the Ferris wheel in the last episode. Well, look, so she just wanted to know where Abby was. Where are you? Here. And that guy reached for the gun. I mean, I think that's permission to shoot. Maybe that's just the flirting in me.
You're more than welcome to shoot them in Santa Rosa County. We prefer that you do, actually.
But if you reach for the gun, I'm gonna shoot. But dude, what gun did she have? What kind of?
Why did that guy do that?
Dude, why did he do it? First off, and then second, dude, she shot him in the neck, and it goes through the neck, and then you just see like a hole in the locker, and you're like, God dang, that's massive. But then there's another reveal.
Look! It's just a flesh wound.
It just grazes this girl's artery, and she starts to bleed out.
You're a victim.
And then she asks, what does she ask Ellie to do?
To give a C-section for the baby.
She's pregnant, and it's like, cut the baby out, save the baby. And it's like, oh, what logistically, what's going to happen here? Like, I kill you, I'm going to take your baby, and then I'm just going to run around with a crying baby throughout the rest of the zombie apocalypse. I'm here on a murder mission to kill your boss. But I definitely, as a parent, I totally get her asking.
Now, how did Abby then find them? That's another question that brings up
bad writing. Yeah, just instantly every single time. And then she's like, I let you live.
I let you live.
And yeah, I mean that'd be my response too, which is But I've read Shakespeare. You don't let the kid live.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like this season was like pretty. I won't say panned. It was because I think like the 6th episode people enjoyed, and the second one was very highly rated. But I mean,
I might go back and watch the second one again. That was awesome.
It wasn't. I mean, I think everyone can at least agree that it was more divisive than the first season. It wasn't as beloved as the first season, and the third season. And if the third season is going to follow Abby predominantly, it's going to be it's going to drop harder. So I mean, like, I don't know what HBO. I mean, I think what they need to do is just maybe do like write a prequel with Joel and Tommy before the events of the first Last of Us game, just to get Pedro Pascal on the show and to keep people interested, because it seems like when they brought him back, there was like a
big spike.
Even though it was
the ratings.
Yes, I mean they need to like figure out what they're going to do, because if it's going to be like all Abby next season, it's like someone's going to watch that.
All Abby, no viewers. Travis, what did you think? What you've seen so far and what you're aware of?
Well, I saw that scene you were talking about where they have her strung up there and they don't just kill her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's bad writing. Why put her in the situation if they can't get her out of it? Yeah, I kind of felt the same way about it.
But that wave was pretty funny. She's just like, oh shit! She just tries to like outdrive.
Yeah,
I don't know
get around to
watching
it eventually.
I think you drive into the wave, don't you? Or is that the Titanic? Is that an iceberg?
You lost me.
You're supposed to drive into the wave,
Yeah,
but go nose into it. Yeah.
She's like,
you don't go sideways
like, how much
to the
surface
wave.
area of the boat can I get hit by the wave? It's kabloosh.